So sad. So sad.
No, it really is.
And then you hit up our producer, Sherm, and said, you know what, can I please come on the show and speak my piece? Let's start by saying, what exactly do you want to say? Let's start there.
So first of all, I mean, so I hit her up because I really needed a job. Again, I'm a model. I'm also a singer. I'm an actress. You know, I worked my way up to this. Like, this isn't something that happened overnight. So, you know, like I said, my grandmother, you know, I watched my grandmother struggle, you know what I'm saying, trying to take care of kids and, you know, things like that. And I raised a lot of my nieces and my nephews. And, you know, so when she sent the post, I'm like, well, you need help. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that I can do. Like, so let me help you. So when I reached out to her, I'm just like, you know, what's up? Like, you know, these are my credentials. You know, I've been doing this for a few years. And it was just like, no, I'm not letting a pretty woman into my house. Like, just because I look good.
Well, to be clear.
Just because I look good.
Well, to be clear, I did not even respond to the post. So let's be clear.
But you heard the show on Tuesday.
That's great.
I heard the shade.
So here's the thing. You are very beautiful.
You don't have to clap your hands.
No, you don't get to tell me what I get to do today. The two of y'all can kiss my ass. For real. Kiss my ass. The two of y'all have no idea. Sweetheart, I'm not gonna make this about you.
You're not gonna flip this on us because it is about her.
You can be quiet for a second.
Speak to her.
Because I'm talking.
Go ahead.
Okay? I'm not going to make this about you, baby girl, because this is not. But what I do with my household and what I choose to do with my household is nobody's concern.
Right.
And what I choose to bring up to my co-host and to the world, I did not use your name. I did not do anything.
Because you put it out there. So now that you put it out there, we have to address it.
And just to be clear, I never said it was you, and I never responded to you. So your ego made you think that you were the only pretty girl that slid in my DMs, sweetheart.
No, it's not just my ego. You know what I'm saying? It just because I look. You know what I'm saying? And even if I'm not the only pretty girl, let me state on National Women's Day that I will speak up for all the pretty girls that step in your DMs because you feel like, no, you're not going to hire a pretty girl because of your insecurities. So let's get that straight this morning.
This is what I'm talking about.
I'm not calling a spade a spade. You be calling a spade a spade.
I'm not even going to address her because this isn't about her. This is about you and this is about you.
You're trying to make it about us.
You're going to be quiet and you're going to listen. On International Women's Day, I'm going to ask you to be quiet. This is what's going to happen. You do not ambush your co-host. You do not do that because one thing, I am not insecure, okay? I have been cheated on. I have been very open and vocal about my stuff. But I get to decide what happens in my household, okay? My daddy slept with a babysitter, so I know my situation. You're beautiful and that's great. You can be your model, singing ass, do all that stuff. But you are not. I get to pick who is around my children and who is around my man. And no, you will not be.
And that's understandable. And even if
you will not be.
And that's understandable, but the comments that you made was disrespectful.
No, they weren't. I said you're beautiful and you appear to be smart. That is complimenting you. I said, but I don't want you in my household. I get to decide what happens in my household.
So why don't you want me there is the real question.
I don't have to answer to you.
You big man.
I definitely don't have to answer now because y'all ambushing me live on the radio show. You better stop waving your hand like that because all of y'all this is a setup and y'all ain't nothing. You lucky I can't swear on the radio. You lucky I can't swear on the radio because y'all ain't nothing and on my life this will be my last day of work with you ambushing that negative ass.
Now, hold on. So now, let me get this right. Let me get this right. I allowed you to talk. I've been quiet for now 5 minutes.
You allowed me to be set up. Yeah, you allowed me to be set up, Quicksilver.
So now, with that being said, this young lady, because now you're making this about Quicksilver 5 and you're making this about her.
So, boom. I do not think that it is right for them people to try and ambush her at her job on air. That is so sneaky. That is so sketchy. Like, I can't get, like, that's crazy. Like, that's really crazy. That's why you can't trust motherfuckers. Like, how long, just think of how long she been working with these people. Like, these is probably her long-term co-workers that just turned their back on her and betrayed her over somebody that applied to be her babysitter and was upset that she got rejected, so took it to her manager. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be listening into, you know what I'm saying, what she be talking about, but it sounded like she brought it up beforehand, but she keeps saying that she ain't say, like, no Like, she ain't offend her or anything and what she was talking about, and she left her name and details and stuff like that out of it. So, I mean, I guess, but homegirl, you know what I'm saying, the other girl, she feel like, well, since you did talk about it, even though it was not, like, with my name in it, I knew it was about me, so I have the right to speak on it now. But she's saying, well, if you feel like it's about you, well, that's your ego, because I didn't put your name or information in it. You were not the only person that slid in my DMs to be a babysitter, you know? And I feel her on that part, like, you know, but she should have been more careful about going to her job talking about something that she's doing personal in her life, as in finding a babysitter for her child. You just leave that to yourself. Like, you don't need to publicly broadcast that you need a babysitter, or publicly broadcast the process of you getting a babysitter, you know? I mean, that must be something that's affecting you internally. And it was, because come to find out, she had experience with her dad cheating on her mom with the babysitter. So that's her insecurity with babysitters. So now her insecurity is put in broad daylight because of the simple fact that she talked about her process outside of work at work. So now it's brought to her. So, I mean, I'm not really on nobody's side. I see both sides, but as in her coworkers, the fuck? I mean, I would have quit on fucking air, too. I'm not about to come to work and work with y'all motherfuckers. Y'all is fool as a bitch. But those are the type of people that she worked with, so she should have knew that. But, you know, that's why you have to be cautious. But that's really crazy. Like, that's crazy. I mean, I'm not going to say I would have quit, but she kind of put herself in that situation. And she shouldn't have allowed her anger to get the best of her. But they were really fucking ambushing her. Like, all of them, though. Oh, you big mad. You big mad with the girl that she just fucking told no to. Like, all of that. Like, that's just like a room full of enemies. Like, y'all trying to bully her on air. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, that's what the fuck is wrong with today's society. They always gang the fuck up on one person when it's a level fucking... You know what I'm saying? You can see both sides, but people always choose to pick a side. Bitch, don't pick. You know what I'm saying? See the right and wrong in the situation. It shouldn't have even went that far to where it got to her job and on air, to where it was a topic on her job. You know, it shouldn't have been a fucking topic. Y'all should have found something else to talk about. But the simple fact that you want to make a coworker a topic, that's some fucked up ass shit. And that's even fucked up for the manager or whoever who allowed that shit. Like, all of that is fucking wrong. I don't know what the fuck is going on with these talking show shits, but this shit is fucking this is crazy. Like, what the fuck is going on? That's crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, and that just shows you, like, drama never fucking ends. Like, you would think high school drama would end in high school. No, bitch, that shit carries on to your job. It carries on to wherever the fuck you go. And if you're sociable with people and you allow them in your circle, expect something. Because people just, they never fully grow the fuck up, or can never, you know what I'm saying, be mature or logical. It's always a weak point, or that person's just like that. You just never fucking know. You just have to be cautious. Because shit like this happened. Now she done quit her job, and she's, you know what I'm saying, she got some kids, and, well, maybe one kid, I don't know, and a husband, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have a job, and you just quit it. So, because of this. And because of how it blew up and how you blew up and how they brought it all, like, all of this was a big ass L, and it was just really fucked up if you ask me. But that's really fucking green. And I feel all the rage and anger in her voice while she was speaking. Like, I know she was ready to fucking just drag somebody out that bitch. Cause wow, that's some fucked up ass shit. Not even the fact that they picking like, oh, you mad? Nah, the way that they set her up. And then for them to just sit there and respond like that and not want to hear her out. But when they did hear her out, it was like it was dismissed. But are y'all not going to point out y'all fucking wrongs for putting your coworker on the spot? Somebody that you work with every day? I mean, I would think if you working with people every day and talking on a radio show, y'all pretty close. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's like family, like, in my eyes. But you never fucking know. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. I don't fucking know. But that's really crazy. And I would have been fucking mad too. But I wouldn't have quit. And I wouldn't have been in that situation. Because, like I said, it was wrong from the point that she, you know what I'm saying, she came back to her job and reported her whole progress of what she's doing outside of work with nannies and shit like that. Because of the simple fact you're dealing with so many people and you are profile, you should know that people are going to be listening. And so whoever it did hit hard to, yeah, that bitch probably did come to your job to talk to a manager. Like, your worker put me on the air about da-da-da-da-da because she didn't hire me. And I just don't. That's probably how all that shit worked out, because she shouldn't have said shit. She should have kept that to herself, and that was some insecurity eating up at her to the point she couldn't keep her mouth shut. She said it at work. Like, she had to talk about this process at work, you know what I'm saying? And now she come into work and is caught off guard by this girl here and all your coworkers ready to ask you questions with the girl here, you know? So, I mean, like I said, I ain't picking no sides, but the way she went about it from the beginning, I don't think she should have did that. And the way her coworkers went about it, kind of ganging up on her, shouldn't have happened. But as in the babysitter, like she said, it must have been her ego or something that made her feel like she was talking to her. But as for the babysitter, you were a babysitter that applied to her, you know what I'm saying, personally. And then she goes back to work and reports the progress of her babysitter hunt and says whatever details she says that intrigued this babysitter to the point she had to come to her job to talk to her manager. So, yes, there was a wrong in each side, if you ask me. I mean, and I don't see really no wrong in the babysitter side, because all she did was put in the application. She got denied. But then she heard an overview pretty much on the radio. Like, okay, yeah, my eyebrows is a little bit if I didn't get the job, and now you talking about the fucking process. Like, bitch, that should be confident. But, you know, she ain't saying her name and all that kind of stuff, but still, like, it's new, bitch. It's new. But, I don't know. I ain't pick a side, but that's just my fucking opinion looking in, okay?